Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video discussing the Washington football team. I know it's been a while since I discussed the Washington football team on my channel. I just want to let you guys know that I have not forgotten about the Washington football team. I've just been a little busy with school and other things, so I wasn't able to put up a lot of content as much as I wanted. But I will be dropping some Washington content this week. Today, and in this video, it's going to be talking about who should Washington target in free agency safeties, free safeties to be exact, because the secondary is Washington's weakest point. Linebackers, free safeties, and I'm going to throw corner in there too, but I think that if Washington can re-sign Ronald Darby, Washington, they should be fine there, but linebackers and free and safeties are Washington's main weak point. On the defensive side of the football, the defensive tackle, defensive ends are the strong. The front seven is solid, so I'm not even gonna touch that because there's no need to improve. I do want to let you guys know that I will be doing a mock draft video here soon as well. So if you guys want me to discuss a free agent, or I'm sorry, a mock draft with safeties and linebackers in there as well, let me know. The linebacking core, the reason why I haven't done anything linebacking core free agency talk, really the linebacking core, really, there aren't many attractive options there. They're all 1 year deal guys, really, to be honest. Outside linebacking. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that for draft. But if you guys want me to cover some available free agents, just let me know who would you like to see here in Washington. So let's get into this video. Safeties, I have some notes here. Some of these are going to be expensive. Some of these I'm going to dive into why it would be a good idea or a bad idea. Um, some of them and if Washington should even bother. First up, Anthony Harris. I think Anthony Harris, who was linked within the rumor last year when Washington was trying to trade Trent Williams away. Remember that Anthony Harris was the rumored guy to come here, but because Trent Williams didn't want to come to Washington, that never ended up falling through at all. So that never happened. But Anthony Harris has had a solid year, has had a solid career really. Standout guy, had back to back years with four or more interceptions. I like him. Could be good in coverage. Here's the thing: Washington, um, Reeves and DeSazier Everett, they're good, but they're more, especially DeSazier Everett. He's more of a special teams guy. Jeremy Reeves is a guy that um started off as a practice squad guy the last few times, but because of the horrible free safety play and injuries, was required to make a move to the main roster, the main 53 man roster. But he played okay for what Washington needed him to do last year. But Washington needs to step up their safety position this year if they want to contend for something huge. Next player is Jaquiski Tart. Um, this guy, the only problem with him is health issues. So I wouldn't get him for this one reason and that one reason and that reason only. It's just that he hasn't been able to play a full 16 game season. He's good and all, but if you're not able to stay healthy, then what's the point? You might as well just start DeSazier Everett and Jeremy Reeves in place of him. But like I said, this is just to firm up that safety position. Next guy who literally just got onto the free agency market this past week, Tre Boston. Tre Boston, and you know how few reasons why Washington should go after Tre Boston. Number one, Former Panthers guy, and we already know that Ron Rivera, Marty Herney, the connection there. Marty Herney and Ron Rivera brought Tre Boston onto the Panthers when they were there in Carolina, and he played very well for them that one year that Ron Rivera and Marty Herney were there. Really don't have much stats with him this year, but he was released by the new regime. So the Ron Rivera and Marty Herney connection, you know, plays very well. Like I said, this is an upgrade. Any These guys would be upgrades over what Washington have this year. So that's the reason why I would get Tre Boston. Um, has that Ron Rivera Marty Herney connection, and was funny enough was one of the most sought out um, guys back 2 or 3 years ago. So I would not mind seeing him there. Next guy, Marcus May. The only thing that I would have against this guy, he's good, and he played for the Jets the last 2 years, and he's been a gem for the Jets. Um, he has been the gem for the Jets. Stepped up when uh, safety Jamal Adams moved away from him. He stepped up for what the Jets needed him to do. Um, he's had big interceptions, has had sacks. Um, he's just incredible for what the Jets are as an organization the last few years. So imagine what he could do under a good, flourish under Jack Del Rio. However, the money would be an issue. The other guys, aside from maybe Anthony Harris as well, is the money. Marcus May is going to probably one of the most hot hot topics, hottest free safety free agents for this offseason. So, and I don't think Washington would want to throw more money than they have to, because they have Landon Collins on the roster already, and he's already cutting up big money. So that's the only thing that Marcus May would require a lot of salary cap. Um, that's the only reason why I wouldn't bring him here. But he, like I said, would be a huge upgrade. And then finally, final guy that I have here, Marcus Williams. And this guy, he started out his season on the wrong foot. He actually was better known for that Minneapolis Miracle, or whatever you like to call it, when Stephon Diggs burned him for that big touchdown in the NFC divisional round matchup 3 years ago. But he has been a he's been a solid safety. He's young too, because the rest of the guys are like 26 plus, I believe. Yeah, 26 plus. Anthony Harris is 29. So Marcus Williams is a young guy. He can improve. He improved since getting burned from that Minneapolis Miracle game. And he can flourish under the Jack Del Rio offense. So he's young, and he could learn on the job under the best defensive coordinators. So those are my picks, guys, for safeties who could come to Washington uh, for this year, for 2021. Let me know who you guys think could fit into Washington. Do you guys agree with my selections, my picks, or do you guys disagree? Let me know who you think I left out would be a good fit. Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to my channel, you like what you hear, you rock with me, hit that red button, subscribe, hit that like button, smash it, um, share the video, comment. Until then, guys, keep it real. Peace.